Day, February 26, 2018, is called to order, and the clerk will please call the roll.
Calling the roll, Mr. Miller.
Here.
Mr. Jones.
Here.
Ms. Simon. Ms. Simon is absent at the moment. Mr. Tuma. Mr. Gallagher.
Here.
Mr. Shrine. Mr. Shrine is absent at the moment. Ms. Brown.
Here.
We have a quorum. Let the record reflect Ms. Baker is also in attendance.
Thank you very much, and thanks, Ms. Baker, for joining us. And do we have any public comment related to the agenda?
No, no one has signed in.
Okay, we have on our agenda the approval of the minutes from the February 12, 2018 meeting. Do we have a motion relative to those minutes?
Second.
Been moved by Councilman Gallagher and seconded by Councilwoman Brown to approve the minutes from February 12, 2018. Any discussion? Hearing none, all those in favor say aye. Aye. Any opposed say no. Ayes have it, and the minutes are approved. Matters referred to the committee are none, and items of discussion. First is the follow-up on the Enterprise Resource Planning meeting update, and we have learned that the ERP director, Cindy Nappy, an urgent situation arose in just the last few minutes, and Cindy Nappy is not able to be with us this afternoon. We do have representing the IT department, Janelle Green, if you could come forward. And although Ms. Green is not able to present the answers to the questions that we presented last meeting, Ms. Green is able to take down any additional questions regarding the ERP that we might have and take them back to the department. So in just a moment, I'll ask for that. We have also been told that that Ms. Nappy will have responses to the questions that we submitted last time by the end of the day. So we'll receive those, we'll circulate them around, and we'll have Ms. Nappy present at the next Finance and Budget meeting to answer any follow-up questions that might arise. So my question, and I'll note that Ms. Simon has joined us for the meeting. Thank you. And I'll ask at this time if there is anybody here who has additional questions regarding the ERP system from last meeting's update. Okay. No additional questions, so we'll be content with the questions that you're working on, and we will discuss those further at the next Finance and Budget meeting. Thank you very much. Okay. Second is the follow-up on the 2017 year-end financial information. I would call Ms. Keenan forward on that. And do you have any additional information to present to us? No. Okay. The question is whether any of my colleagues have any further questions about the 2017 update. I have a couple. Okay. And the first one is that I would like, and before asking the questions, I'm going to note that Ms. Conwell has joined us. Thank you very much. I'm going to step back for a minute and fill in Ms. Conwell that Ms. Nappy, the ERP director, was not able to join us because of an urgent situation that arose in the last few minutes. But Janelle Green from IT is with us. And if you have any additional questions about the ERP system that weren't asked at the last meeting, she is able to take them back. So I'm going to give you a few minutes to think about it, and when we're done with the Director of Budget and Management here, if you have any questions, you can ask them. So the questions I have, first, I would like for you to prepare a schedule of items for us, a reference document. And what that document would include is a list of all items that could reasonably be paid for either by the general fund or the HHS levy. And that would be the first column. Mm-hmm. And the second column would be how much money we spend on that item on an annual basis. And the third column would be whether that item is currently paid for by the general fund or the HHS levy, or if it's a mix, what the split is.
Okay.
Okay? Mm-hmm. Okay. And the second question, and you can get back to us on this as well, is whether the administration has determined any ways or means or any approaches at this point as to how we would correct the approximate $27 to $32 million structural deficit in the general fund that we're going to have to deal with in 2020. So those are my two questions, and I look to my colleagues again if anyone. Ms. Simon.
I'm sorry, not a Ms. Keenan, but I'll wait till she's finished. I have a follow-up to an ERP question.
Fine. Okay. Any others on 2017 financials? Okay. Thank you very much. You got off relatively easy.
Thanks.
Okay. And I would like to call Miss Green back, and it appears that we've been able to generate some business for you, and I'm going to start with Ms. Simon.
Thank you. Hello. I just wanted to know who actually now is overseeing the process, the ERP process, now that I understand that Mr. Rourke is out on administrative leave. Who actually is holding down the fort and overseeing the ERP?
So as I understand it, Cindy is still administering that program. Also, I am working with her on the fiscal pieces and the budgeting pieces in terms of just documenting numbers and making sure that we're adhering to budget. And I know that they're in the process of finalizing the third-party assurances for the project as well with a vendor. So in terms of overall management, I'm unsure of that at this time.
Do you need any resources at this point in your shop to make sure this is happening in the interim?
Well, all of the departments are still in progress. We still have the steering team in play. So there's Douglas Dykes, Dever, and all of that team is still in place. It's just Scott is outside of that process right now.
And you're still going through that paper bag thing?
Yes, all of
process?
the paper bag process, which I was a part of, which was actually very helpful to document processes. All of that stuff has happened, and they're documenting the process and how they're going to implement that and the changes into the system.
Okay, thanks a lot.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Anything else? Okay, Ms. Baker.
On that same topic, do you anticipate any delays or any quirks that may happen because Mr. Rourke isn't in place?
I don't think so, because a lot of the systems that are up and running are their department heads are still in play. So I don't think there will be any delays, and I haven't seen any indication of any delays.
On that line, did Ms. McNeely have anything to do with the ERP project, or was her scope of work totally outside of it?
It's limited. I mean, she did some, she looked at some of the contracts, but her interaction as far as the day-to-day goings on was very limited.
Limited. Okay, fine. Anything else? Okay,
Thank you.
thank you very much. Any miscellaneous business? Okay, none. Any public comment unrelated to the agenda?
No, no one has signed in.
Okay, there being nothing further that holds our attention, we are adjourned. Thank you very much.